I'm Brian Sozzi here with Brad Smith at Cannes Lions and with a very special guest, Autodesk Chief Marketing Officer, Dara Treseder. Dara, good to meet you in person for a change. I'm a LinkedIn fan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's good to meet you in person as well. I'm a Brian fan.
Oh, no, it's just, I appreciate it. Thank you. So, Autodesk, I would argue a lot of people here don't even know what Autodesk does. What is it you have to do as the CMO to tell people this is what we do and here's how we change your life?
It's amazing because Autodesk is how the world gets designed and made. Our software is used to make anything, whether it is cool cars, amazing movies, games, and even the ads that are winning here at Cannes Lion, many of them were made using Autodesk software. And so it's lovely. I think one of the things that's exciting for me as a chief marketing officer is start to tell the story of the impact Autodesk is having in the world, how we're helping people make better products, how we're helping people make more sustainable buildings, how we're really helping to drive more impactful outcomes for businesses, products, and the world.
I followed your career for a while, and I'm not to be bashful or downplay, but Dara is the one that created these Peloton ads, crushed it as the chief marketing officer over Peloton. How do you take what you learned there and apply it to a software company like this? Are there similarities? Are there differences?
There absolutely are similarities. At the end of the day, when I was going over to Peloton, people were like, you're a B2B marketer going over to a B2C company. When I was coming over from Peloton to Autodesk, people were like, you're a B2C marketer. What are you doing going to market software? The reality is until ChatGPT takes over, which hasn't happened yet, we are, we're interacting and talking to humans. And so for me, I think the similarity is at the end of the day, how are you putting your customer at the center of it all? How are you helping drive your customers' outcomes? It's not about what we want to say or what we want to do. It's about what our customers want to get done. And then how we as marketers enable those delightful experiences to make that happen. So that similarities, of course there are nuances. Like when you're in a B2C world, it's all about one-to-many. That's the game. At Autodesk, it's one-to-one and one-to-many. We definitely have our e-commerce business, which sits on my team, but we also have the one-to-one relationships, right? The account-based marketing. So it's being able to kind of flex between those two things.
We've heard a lot of companies talk about how generative AI is going to boost their bottom line at some point in the future. This is something that's already actively in process at Autodesk.
Yes.
How have you been able to kind of flip the switch and make sure that people are able to see the difference right now?
I have to give all the credit to our CEO, Andrew. He's just such a visionary. We have a Fusion product, which is used to make anything, right? Make Tesla cars, for example, are designed and made with our software. It has generative AI built into it, and it always has. And so essentially, if you think about it, it's helping you consider alternative possibilities that you may not have thought about yourself. Kind of the way, you're kind of seeing it more now with ChatGPT, but that generative AI and generative design has been in Autodesk products, and we're continuing to roll out new products to make that happen. For example, we recently launched Forma, our industry cloud for the architecture industry. And instead of kind of starting from scratch, when you're thinking about concept design, AI can help you get there faster, connecting workflows and removing those repetitive tasks so you can focus on the creative, exciting aspects of your job.
Where do these ideas come from? Where do you, like I said, I've followed your career. How do you come up with creative ideas?
I get inspired by impact. I get inspired by connection. I get inspired by stories that cause people to want to leave things better than they found it, stories that inspire people to do things differently. And I think at the end of the day, when we think about the power of creativity, to me, it's like pixie dust. It's the thing that makes everything fly. It's the magic. And so inspiration can come from anywhere, but at the heart of it, to me, my inspiration comes from driving impact.
At the end of the day, too, there's so much creativity out there, talent that's here represented at Cannes Lion Events. And as you look across your team that you put around you for a lot of these ambitious ventures, what do you look for?
I look for three things. First is courage. because I think, when you do the same things, you get the same results. So when you're trying to drive growth, drive a new wave of growth, right? We've been through so much uncertainty in the world over the past few years. We're still very much in a period of ambiguity and uncertainty in technology. And so having the courage to be able to take some risks, you have to try things, you have to test, you have to experiment. Intuition will drive testing, but then you need to get that data that will inform your decision making. Conviction is important. You can have courage, but courage without conviction, you need to kind of have a point of view, have a North Star, have a place you want to go, and then have the courage to move there. And of course, confidence. I think confidence is really important because it's easy to start something, it's harder to see it through. Yeah. And you have to have that confidence because even when things are uncertain, when you've got data, when you are driving impact, you have to have the confidence to be able to see things through.
In addition to this big title, you're also on the board of Robinhood. These are big jobs. You're around a lot of really big leaders. What are some of the challenges companies are up against looking out over the next 12 months? Is it the economy? Is it a battle versus AI? Is it still finding talent?
I think it's figuring out how to integrate AI to drive better results. It's figuring out how to make sure you got the best people on your team and you keep the best people on your team. And it's also figuring out how to navigate uncertainty. It's so difficult when we're kind of in an uncertain environment to kind of know what to do, and you have to be able to navigate that. Yeah. And so it's being able to bring those three things together to be able to thrive.
I will just say, before we let you go, I will say, one, I was late to this interview. It's very busy here. So Dara, waited around for a while. I'm never late to anything.
It's okay. I'm not Will.i.am.
No, some people will actually say I will be early to my own funeral. So thank you for waiting, one. And it is raining. We're out here in a live environment in the French Riviera, and it's raining, and I know it looks all beautiful, but thank you for rolling with the punches. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on all your success.
Thank you so much. Really glad to be here.